Okay, let's start 8-4, which is about triangles. Please take notes during the video because there's a lot of vocabulary I want to make sure that you know and that you learn. So first, the interior angles of a triangle add to something. And I drew this triangle in between two parallel lines. These symbols mean parallel. And this side right here is congruent to this side right here. Okay, they're alternate interior angles. And this, sorry, having pen trouble. This side congruent to this angle, angle to angle. These are alternate interior angles as well. So if yellow matches yellow and pink matches pink, and all three of them, oh, you can't see that white at all. And all three of them on this line make a straight line, and we know a straight line makes 180. There we go, 180. Then we know that the yellow piece plus the pink piece plus this piece right here also needs to be 180 degrees. And that's a basic proof for the angles of a triangle adding up to 180 degrees. You can prove it with a straight line. So there's 3 types of triangles, 6 types actually. The first 3 are acute, right, and obtuse. An acute triangle has 3 acute angles. Acute angles are less than 90, so I could have a triangle, and it could be 43 degrees, plus 58 degrees, plus 79 degrees. Those all add up to 180, and all 3 of them are smaller than 90, less than 90, so that means it's an acute triangle. A right triangle has a right angle in it. So this angle could be 90, and maybe this one's 50. That would make this one 40. Okay, if the triangle has a right angle, then it is called a right angle. An obtuse triangle has an obtuse angle, meaning there's an angle that's greater than 90. So maybe this angle is 120. This one could be 30. That gets me up to 150. That means this is 32. Okay, so those are the 3 basic types based on the angle measures: acute triangle, right triangle, and obtuse triangle. So in example 1, you're asked to find the value of x. We're going to take the 3 angles given. We have 73 degrees plus 44 degrees plus x, we don't know what it is. And we know that the angles of a triangle have to add up to 180. So let's set it equal to 180. Let's add these 2 numbers together. 73 plus 44 is a 120 plus x equals 180. In order to solve for x, I'm going to isolate the x. I want x equals, which means I need to do the inverse of this 120, which is a negative 120. This goes away. 180 minus 120 is 60. That means x is 60. And I can check. If this is 60, 60 plus 73 plus 44 should get me 180. 60 plus 73 plus 44. 170. Oh, I did it wrong. I'm 3 short. Let's see. Let's go back. 73 plus 44. Oh, that's the mistake right there. 73, oops, plus 44 is a 117, oops, is a 117. So we need to subtract 117. And then we get 63. So 63 plus 73 plus 44, that is 180. All right, good. So good thing I checked. See, that's why I have you guys check too. Let's try a second one. 23 degrees plus 62 degrees plus in your m degrees. Let's add them together. 23 plus 62 plus m equals 180. Let's add these two numbers together. 23 plus 62 is 85 plus m equals 180. Subtract 85. That goes away, and you get m equals 95. And if I checked 23, 62, 95, I would get 180. So I'm good to go. These are the next three definitions for triangles: equilateral triangles, isosceles triangles, and scalene triangles. Equilateral triangles have three congruent sides. Remember, that symbol means congruent. And three congruent angles. So the triangle always basically looks like that, where this might be x degrees, this is x degrees, and so is this, and all of the sides are congruent. An isosceles triangle has two congruent sides and two congruent angles. So this one and this one would be congruent, and these sides are congruent. Kind of looks like a right triangle, but since I didn't draw the symbol, we don't know for sure if it is or it isn't. Scalene triangle has no congruent sides and no congruent angles. So that could be something like that. None of the angles are the same. None of the sides are the same. So in example 2, same thing. We want to solve for the value of whatever the variable is. In this case, it's r. And we know that a triangle has to add up to 180. So we're going to take each of the angles and add them together. 62 plus r plus r. Notice I didn't just say it was one r. It's two of them. There's two different angles that are r. 62 plus r equals 180. I'm going to combine my r plus r. If I have r plus another r, that gives me 2r. I'm going to keep the 62. I need to isolate the variable, so I do the other thing first, the thing not attached to it. I'm going to subtract 62. I get 2r equals 118. Now I divide by 2. And r equals 59. R equals 59 degrees. Let's try one last time. The angles still have to add up to 180. I'm going to add them all together. I have a 3x plus 2x plus 5x, and it all means all equals 180. 3x plus 2x is 5x. 5x plus 5x is 10x. All you do is add the coefficients, so 3 plus 2 plus 5 gives me 10x equals 180. Divide it by 10, and you get x equals 18 degrees. All right, it's your turn. Please do numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4 in your textbook. Be sure to write the answers in the Google form, and then bring your notes from this video with the work to answer 1 through 4 in class tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Good night.